Friday, everybody. Of course, it is your girl, the NFL Chick. It's another week. Week 5 of the NFL season is about to be underway. Thank God for Friday. Before I get started with my picks, I want to give a shout out to my Florida Gators. They play LSU this weekend. I can't wait to see that game. I'm pulling for my guys to beat the Tigers in the swamp in an upset of a great SEC matchup. Shout out to my number 10 ranked Florida Gators. All right, let's get into week 5 Fab 4 picks. Eagles and Steelers are 3-point favorites at home. The Eagles won a big divisional matchup last week against the Giants, in which they kept them ahead of the division 3-1 at this point. Meanwhile, the Steelers are coming off a bye week, but they played against Oakland and lost in Oakland in a really good game that could have gone either way. They expect Troy Polamalu to be back this week. I expect the Steelers to take this win. Not for any particular reason. They're very hard to beat at home. Troy Polamalu obviously gives them a huge advantage in the secondary. I expect the Steelers to take this one at home. Broncos at Patriots, and Patriots are 3-point favorites at home. We have Pepe versus Brady. This is a great matchup anytime. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of either team, a fan of either player. People love to watch these two guys go at it. I expect nothing less this weekend as Pepe now goes into Foxborough as a Denver Bronco. Now, I want to pick the New England Patriots because my football senses say to pick the New England Patriots, but my gut feeling keeps telling me I need to pick the Broncos. I don't even have a reason why. I just feel the need to pick the Denver Broncos. So what I'm going to do is this week allow my gut to pick for me, and I'm picking the Denver Broncos to go into Foxborough and upset the New England Patriots. Falcons at Redskins, and Falcons are 3-point favorites at FedEx Field. The Falcons are still undefeated 4-0, and they're flying high right now. The Redskins are 2-2, but they're extremely competitive. The Falcons almost lost last week with Cam Newton and the Panthers because of Cam Newton's diverse play. This week they play against RG3, who has a lot of similar qualities as Cam Newton. RG3 right now is playing at a high level too. I am picking the Redskins to give Atlanta their first loss of the 2012 NFL season.
Oh, no, she didn't.
I just feel like picking something against the grain, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, I would have picked the Monday Night Football game, the Houston Texans against the New York Jets, but the Jets right now are a mess. Tebow time is slowly coming around the corner, and they lost Antonio Holmes for the season with a foot injury. They lost Darrelle Revis already. So no Revis, no Holmes, no Moss. I expect a blowout from the Houston Texans, and life goes on. Sorry, Jets fans, but you are the weakest link this week. And finally, Chargers at Saints, and Saints are 4-point favorites. You have the current Chargers and my babe, Mr. Phillip Rivers, against the former Charger and his mentor, Mr. Drew Brees, who is chasing the ultimate touchdown consecutive record held by Johnny Unitas. I fully expect Brees to break that record this Sunday, and I expect the 0-4 Saints to get their first win of the 2012 NFL season. Come on down, Saints fans. You get your first win of the 2012 season. Now go to the French Quarters and celebrate your first win of the season. You know what? Scratch that. You've probably been celebrating anyway because you live in New Orleans. But now you have a real reason to celebrate. So congratulations ahead of time to Mr. Drew Brees and his record, because I believe he's going to break it. And congratulations to the New Orleans Saints for their first win. All right, fantasy football time, everybody. And I want to give a shout out to KZ at MrFansFantasyFootball.com for giving me these tips. Sleepers of the week. Duds that may become a stud this week for your fantasy team. Sam Bradford as a quarterback. Ryan Matthews as running back. Owen Daniels as tight end. And the St. Louis Rams for defense. All right, this week's busts. They may have been a stud last week, but they may be a dud for your team this week. Matt Schaub, quarterback. Fred Jackson, running back. Fred Davis at tight end. And the Baltimore Ravens defense. Trade bait, guys that you may want to try and go for right now while you can and they're still at a low price. Brian Hartline, Jackie Battle, Ryan Matthews according to KZ because I'm not convinced yet, and Darren McFadden because you may have some disgruntled owner that's ready to get him off his team. That is it for week 5 of the NFL Fab 4 picks. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I want to give a shout out again to the Florida Gators for upsetting the LSU Tigers. I'm speaking into existence.